So that's the first Unity project that I have created. We have different objects here, and you can actually interact with these objects. So you have some sort of sample screen here which tells you, what sort of control you can use on your controller to interact with the objects. You can drag and drop them down. So there's this square object. I'm just, dragging that from the surface, and yeah, it just flown into the air. And then so yeah, that's how you can interact with the objects, uh, so with the controllers which are available on your controller, and you can further configure them according to what buttons can be used to perform what sort of action, whether it's rotation, it's drag, or drop. So yeah, that's I'm placing that sort of trapezium looking like object back onto the surface, and then this rod, I'm just placing next to it so you can see how objects are actually interacting with each other. So when you're using that in the VR environment, it just feels so real. So in Unity, let's create a new project. So under the all templates, you can have like different sort of templates for 2D, 3D, or VR projects. So I'm going to select here VR Core. If you're doing it for the first time, I think you have to first download that. So I've already downloaded that. Let's name the project and create it. So it will take some time to download. And once the download is complete, so you can see the screen. So now if we click on the file and on the build settings, we have to switch our platform to Android for VR if we want to run the build on the Meta Quest. But I think it's not currently installed, so I'm gonna go ahead and install the Android and associated files and tools. So after that, if we go to the Android platform, so now you have to reopen your editor, and if we click on the Android, just change the texture compression to ASTC. Then on the player settings, we can change the color space to linear. If it is not set to linear, then change it to linear. Uncheck the auto graphics API. Under the graphics API, you can see the Vulkan and the OpenGLS, so just keep one. I kept it OpenGLS. Then provide the package name, so it has to be sort of unique. Just for the sake of my first VR project, I'm giving this name. Then under the XR plugin management, uncheck the OpenXR and select Oculus. So for the Oculus, maybe you can, under the target devices, so mine is Quest2, I'll just keep checked on that. I'll remove the Quest Pro. Then just close it, and we can safely build a project. So just go ahead and click on build. Then we save it. Now if you want to run this on your device, then select the appropriate device and click on build and run. Yeah, after that you save it and go ahead and check in your MetaQuest device.